send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking for space. It's turning. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Hard running there. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and he saw it.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the tight end. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Right midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. Rolling right and going deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Takes the handoff. It's Turner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls it in, it's Messer. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Under fire. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. That pass is incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll immediately call timeout. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Brown. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes! They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Auburn lines up quickly.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean,
he wants to go deep. He's got it down the left side.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Panthers team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Messer. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grab behind the line. It's Kane. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down.
Make some good plays today.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. Gives it on the option. Inside the 40. Across the 25. He's got room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
56. Auburn, 14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're
turning it on. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cunningham. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a... Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his man, it's Simmons. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Can't get him to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, making a nice play.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Bobcats. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin, and it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught over the middle. It's Craig. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Rebels are flying down the field.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Squirrel. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Auburn lines up quickly. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Grove. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it.